Overpressure and counterpressure, and in regards to identifying the segment of the lesion. Okay? So what I'm going to do is, if we've identified that Lauren has pain with rotation to the right, okay, I'm going to have her go as far as she can go until she feels that pain, and then I'm going to say, tell me when that pain goes away. I'm going to back her off from that rotation, and I'm going to ask her to tell me when that goes away. So right here, as I kind of de-rotate her a little bit, she identifies that the pain is gone. So she's still right rotated, but it's before the onset of P1, before the onset of pain. Okay? I'm going to hold her head in that position. I'm going to maintain that position. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hand then, and my thumb here, my thumb is going to be the mobilizing force. It's going to provide the force. I'm just going to kind of lay my hand, kind of across her neck. Right? So my hand kind of lays across her upper trap here, but my thumb is going to be on the transverse process. And it's going to be on the transverse process on the same side that I'm standing. So I'm on her, in this case, I'm on her left transverse process. My thumb is on her left transverse process. Okay? I'm going to start all the way down low. So I'm going to kind of start, I'm going to find C7, find C6. I'm going to put my thumb on her left C7. Okay? I have her in this position that's non-painful. And what I'm going to simply do is what? Push, right? I'm just going to push in a gentle fashion. Right? I'm going to take up the slack and I'm going to push a little bit. Kind of oscillate a little bit like that at C7. And I'm going to ask her to tell me when I've reproduced her pain again. Not just pain, not just something sore, not just, oh, that thumb is in a bad spot, but it's actually the pain that she just had when she rotated. I'm going to start at C7. I'm going to pop up to the next level. At the next level, I'm on C6. Oscillate a little bit at C6. Come up to the next level, C5. Oscillate a little bit at C5. And I'm going to work my way all the way up to the upper cervical region. Typically, I'll do this maybe up to C3 or so, because it's really best for mid-cervical. So I'll kind of go from maybe C7 up to maybe C3. And all I'm looking for is to cause her pain again. I'm not determining where the problem is based on my ability to feel the motion, which is really what's nice. I'm just looking at trying to reproduce her pain. Doesn't that make a lot of sense, right? Ouch, that hurts. Tell me when it doesn't hurt anymore. Okay, it's gone. Okay, I'm going to hold her there, and I'm just going to try to cause that same pain again with my fingers. So check this out. So if she rotates to the right, and it could be C1 to C7 on the right or left side. But now, in about 2 minutes, right, I'm pushing through this, and I push, and I get up to C5, and I push there, and she goes, yep, that's it. That's the pain. I've now saved myself a lot of time. I have my thumb on the spot that has produced her symptoms. That doesn't mean I'm done. It doesn't mean I knew the answer to everything. But it means that I have found the primary locus of her problem. Right? Pretty quickly. And it's in a position that's weight-bearing, which is nice because, sometimes we do things on the table and they sit up and then things change. So it's in the exact position and we're looking at exactly the reproduction of her symptoms. I had a guy yesterday in the clinic, lumbar case, but doing some central PA stuff, initial examination, right, initial eval, going through, and he came in with low back pain, herniated disc, and lumbar spine. But it wasn't until I pushed on T10, central PA glide at T10, that he said, oh man, that is it, that's the spot. Right? I would have been treating a herniated disc at L4, which is what the MRI showed if I was treating the MRI. But applying these pressures in this fashion and looking at reproduction of symptoms allowed me to save a lot of time from treating the lumbar spine. Yeah, he had a disc, but the disc was 6 months ago. That was in the healing phase. What he was dealing with on this particular episode was more of a thoracic issue. So the way we found that, very quickly, first day, first visit, was pressures on that region and looking at reproduction of symptoms. So that's kind of what we're doing here. We're producing the pain, we're getting rid of it, and then we're applying overpressure, forces, to see if we reproduce it again.